What is going on, everyone? Welcome along to another video here on the channel. My name's Ash, aka Brommer18, and today we have my very first impressions and reaction to the brand new eFootball game. This is literally the first time I've opened the game. The game has come out today as of recording this, and this will be just the first time I play the game. Any impressions of it whatsoever. So we come into it with a clean slate. Now, as of recording this, the reviews have been pretty damning. I did post something on Twitter earlier. If you're not following me, then do give me a follow. Link is in the description. And that was that it is currently the worst rated game on Steam of all time. And the worst rated by some distance. Currently, 8% of people gave it a positive review. It may have changed. It may have decreased since then. So it doesn't look good. I'm not overly optimistic given all the reviews. And I haven't been in the build-up to it either with what they've been doing. But I want to try and go into this with an open mind. So we're going to play some games, see what it's about, see what it's like, and just give my first impressions of it, really. We'll get stuck into it right here, do all the setup, and then we'll come back onto the main menu. Got a tutorial here, actually. Check out all the new game commands. There are a few new buttons. I'll have a quick look at them, and then we'll see what we've got. Right, so we just tried to put us into a practice match. We don't want any of that. We want to do it onto the main menu. So we come onto the main menu now. We've just got a list of known issues here. Some commands stop working, corrected physical defending. Some players shown as a floating suit or disappear entirely in the pre-match cutscene. Oh my god. We are currently hard at work on ways to either fix or improve all known issues. Blah, blah, blah. So we've got that. Welcome to eFootball 2022. Ambition to create the perfect football environment, blah, blah, blah. In the future, the creative team, a feature where you build your dream team by signing and training your favourite players. So the My Club mode and compatibility to mobile device will be added. Great. Online PvP issues, no surprise there. Right, so we're on to the main menu. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't even... What is going on with this? Everything's greyed out. Oh, you can't even go on it, that's why. I can't even... Oh, I'm not too sure about the menus. Ugh, I'm not too sure about the menus at all, gotta say. The colour scheme isn't great, to be honest. That's one thing that, you know, not really been a fan of anyway. Yeah, that's a bit basic. It's probably worse than the PES menus, and they weren't great. But we'll have to get over it. Let's go into a game. First thing, I'll start with offline first, see what it's like. If it's a buggy mess, then I don't want to do online. But if it's okay, then we'll try online. Should probably also say, I'll probably put it in the title, hopefully, of the video, but we are playing on PS5. So we are looking for that next-gen experience. Could have played on PC, really. It didn't really matter. Xbox Series X, could have done any of them. Just opted for the PS5 because... I don't know, really. Just thought I'd try it out. But we are going on next gen to see what it is capable of in these early stages. So we're going to go home team here. So we've got this menu. We saw this in the new football game performance test where they got it on the map. This is a feature that I do actually like. I think at some point we will play Flamengo because I am wearing the unlicensed Flamengo shirt with football sound. Really cool. But we'll start off with something basic, I guess. Maybe we go with... I don't know, perhaps Bayern Munich against someone, maybe, I don't know, an Arsenal. We'll go with that. Let's have a look at what the sort of team lineup is saying. We saw this as well, with the sort of pre-match build-up and stuff. So let's go into settings. Let's see what we've got gameplay-wise, match level. Now, I have heard that Superstar, I watched a video with Spoony Peters, and he said Superstar was hard, like ridiculously hard. And he was someone who used to play on like Legend. So I don't know. Do we go with top player maybe? Oh no, we can't. It's either superstar or regular. Well, that's just why. Why is that a thing? Game speed is on 0. The conditions will put on normal for both. In fact, to try and make it a little bit challenging, we'll put our condition on. We'll put our condition on normal and then their condition on good. We'll have injuries on as well. Why not? Match screen, strip colour. I mean, surely the strip should be in the colours of the kits, but never mind. We'll go with that. What about regulations, match time? The matches can only be 5 minutes. Well, what good is that to me? We won't even get time to... Why can't they be 10? Why can't we choose the match time? Oh, this is... we're going to put extra time on because we're probably going to be drawing. We'll change the number of substitutions. We'll go 3+1 in extra time, actually. Yeah, let's go with that. So, stadium, Allianz Arena, time. We're actually going to go day. We'll go summer. Next, let's have a look at the sort of team selection as we've got a nice cutscene. Now, this is something that does look decent in the game, these little cutscenes. Frame rate is a little bit dodgy, but that's okay. The cutscenes themselves, yeah, that looks clean. This bit here with the kits, that's okay actually. That's fine. Yeah, it's a good little cosmetic addition. No problem with that at all. Right, so this is the screen now. I mean, we've got that whole horrible colour scheme again with like a pink background of the logos on. I'm not a fan of that. Let's go into game plan. Something that I'm not very happy with is this. Like, the tactics. Why have they been, like, simplified? Why are they just this now? I find that really, really strange. You know, particularly if someone who you guys on my channel know, we're very big on tactics. So, you know, that's frustrating in itself, the fact that the tactics are now bare bones. Not happy about that at all. Right then, so we've got this nice little cutscene again. Always good. A lack of coaching staff there, but never mind. It is still something. Got both teams playing up. You see, these cutscenes, these look clean. They look polished. They look good. It's really this bit now where we're going to see what it's like. So we'll have the intro. Unfortunately, the same commentary team. Thought they would have refreshed that, considering, you know, it's supposed to be a new game. Again, the cutscene looks good. If we have a look here. Team's coming out. Looks okay at the moment, not noticing any problems. It looks relatively clean. Crowd pretty terrible, actually, unfortunately. That's a bit disappointing. But other than that, the cutscene was fairly fine. I mean, his foot's not clipping through the ball or anything. No problem there. So, right, let's get into this gameplay then. Let's see how different it feels. One thing I've noticed literally straight away, how slow that ball travels. Wow, that is extremely slow. Look at that. I mean, whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, I've had to put that nearly to the power bar at a maximum. And it doesn't go very fast. I mean, look at that. Passing's a little bit inaccurate as well. It feels a little bit more manual, actually, than anything. You really... I mean, you having a look at the circle here. You see him, you know, where it's going. This passing feels a lot more manual. Gnabry to Pavard. We've got this sort of dynamic camera as well that you're seeing. I'm really not sure about it. I may have to change this because that's zoomed right in to Pavard. And I really did not want that. Right, so, I mean, that wasn't great right there. It really skidded across the surface, I have to say. Oh, it's half time already. I mean, that's gone so quickly. I barely had a chance. There's not been a shot. That's really annoying, how you can't change the time. One thing I have got to say, though, is I need to change this camera, because this dynamic camera really is not doing the job. It just zooms in too much, particularly when you're on the wing. If there's a way to change this, we'll go into settings, camera, dual. I'd say the live broadcast one is probably the best. We'll see how this one sort of goes. Oh, you see now, that's going to get really annoying really quick. I mean, look how long it's taken him to get the ball back in play there. I'd rather you just have the cutscene, you know what I mean? Just skip. Because that's going to get really old really quickly. Oh. Well. That was pretty easy for them. That's not very good at all. Have a look at the celebration here. Okay, well that's not great, is it, considering I'm playing on regular? Not great at all. I'll tell you one thing, it certainly shows how different the gameplay is. My passing is all over the place, to be honest. I'm struggling to really put some together. Wonder if we can see a replay here and see what went wrong. Through ball down the left, over to Saka. I just couldn't really mark them, to be honest. Couldn't stay with them. And yeah, that's it. I mean, it's going to be full time here already, and I've not actually had a chance. I didn't get a chance to do anything. I didn't get a chance to experience the gameplay. You know, why are the games only 5 minutes? What is the point in that? Literally no opportunity to do that. Might as well just restart that match and see what we can do. Right then, so let's try this again. One thing, again though, you see that? Like, that's gone nearly full power, and it took an absolute eternity to get to where I wanted it to go, which really doesn't bode well, to be honest. You know, you shouldn't be having to put in so much input for a regular ground pass. Right, Muller's won the ball. Going to send it through to Lewandowski here. No options, so that was really delayed then. Really, really delayed. That shot should have came in a whole lot earlier. It really should have. Oh, keeper's just ran past the ball. What is going on? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh. Do you know what? That pass, again, the passing. Why has that taken so long to get out there? I've maxed the power on that gauge. Again, that was a really delayed with the button. Press shoot, and that just didn't register at all. Right, let's have a look. The referee's just giving a foul here. Oh, wow, wow, whoa. He did some skating across the air then, didn't he? Oh, Goretzka wins the ball there. He's going to go to Lewandowski. And there is the goal, finally. Let's have a look at our celebrations here. We only get 2. What is he doing? Where's he off to here? Oh, okay, we've got a little cutscene celebration running over to the... that's cool. That's fine. Yeah, so yeah, we finally get a goal. It's been a long time coming because we haven't even been able to create chances, to be honest. The movement's been really lackluster. And it's just been hard to retain the ball because obviously the passing's really slow, and it's also the turning is very slow as well. When you get the ball and you want to change direction, it takes quite a while. I've also noticed it's been quite delayed as well, particularly when we wanted to shoot. I'm surprised he got that one off, to be honest, but he did. I won that ball using the L2 command, which is where the player it's basically a press. You know, the automatic press, which used to be like A or X, and it's now L2 or LT. Yeah, that seems a little bit overpowered, to be fair. I've accidentally just gone low there. Oh, and the referee's blown it for full time when the corner was getting crossed in. So that is just fantastic. So that's the second game over. I've got to say, not particularly enjoyed that. Something to look at as well. We got another cutscene here. Player after the game getting interviewed. Okay, that's cool. I like that touch. Again, the most impressive thing about this game seems to be not the gameplay. It's been the cutscenes that are, you know, of course, cinematics. You know, so that's not great. The running, one thing is that, yeah, the running was really weird. It's really hard to explain. It's like they look like they're running really fast, but they're not covering much ground. It's so strange. Really, really weird. Right, so we're now doing Flamengo against Sao Paulo. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to change the tactics a little bit. Just try and switch up the gameplay, see what we've got here. We're going to go to quick counter win. When we played as Bayern in the last game, we did play with possession game. So let's see how this one sort of differs. Again, that pass. Wow, it's so timid. Look at that. If I max out the power bar now, that's as much as it's going. Like, what is that? Why is it so heavy? Why is the ball so ridiculously heavy? Oh, we've won that back with the LT press again. Oh, we've got an opportunity. Why is he not locking onto the ball? Lock onto the ball. one thing I'm noticing is just, we spoke about the running earlier, but what I think it is, like, the players just run really fast. Like, look how fast they like cover ground. It feels like the game speed's on fast, and you know, it doesn't really work considering when the ball travels at the speed of a snail like that. Again, look at that. It's like really clunky, just the way they win the ball, you know. None of it just looks natural at all. Look how slow that pass was as well. But everything, when they get the ball now, all the running and everything. Right, so that's full time, everyone. 0-0 in the end. I didn't add penalties on. And I'm glad I haven't, to be honest. You know, we've now played, what, 3 games? And I already don't want to play anymore. You know, I'm not going to lie to you guys, that was absolutely horrible. That was a horrible, horrible experience. That game was all over the place. All of those games were all over the place. Basically, what it comes down to is this game should not be out. This should not be released. This is nowhere near ready to being a viable, functioning game. Nowhere near. So far away. And looking at it, I've actually had a relatively good experience, because from what I've seen on social media, some of the bugs going around are absolutely horrendous. You know, truly game breaking. And you know, looking for me, I've only encountered a few of those bugs, such as, you know, the clipping and stuff, and the weird collision system, etc. But that was absolutely just awful. That's probably the worst football game I've ever played, honestly. Now, obviously, everything's a little bit raw at the moment. Maybe I'm overreacting. Perhaps I'll play this again over the next few days and try and get into it more. I really don't want to play it anymore tonight, that's for sure, because I really did not enjoy that experience at all. For one, the passing was the first thing I noticed as soon as I kicked off and started the very first game. So heavy, so slow. I'd pass, feel the power bar, and it would just trickle. Literally just roll gradually. It was horrendous, and it stopped you from putting any attacks forward. Like doing any attacks, creating any attacks, because the ball would be intercepted because it was going so slowly. The running was really weird. The players running really fast, abnormally fast. The collision system all over the place. The shooting was extremely delayed. You saw a few times in the games trying to shoot, press it early, and you know, nothing happens, and then eventually the ball gets won off me. Elsewhere, we've got the tactics that have been dulled down to virtually nothing, which is, you know, pretty useless to me. The delay of the turning, players can't just turn sharply from one angle to another. You know, you've really got to hold it down and wait for a couple of seconds before they do anything like that. You know, in addition, I can't find fake shot anywhere. I was trying to find it. I was trying to do it. It wouldn't happen. It was just crossing it in or shooting. And when I looked in the controls for commands on how to do it, if we go through here, such as feint, it was called the ball feint. I'm pretty sure that's what they were calling it. That weren't in there, so I just can't find it, to be honest. Whether it's in the game or not, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it did. It said so in the tutorials. Elsewhere, we got the dribbling. They made a big thing about how one-on-one dribbling is the thing they're focusing on most, and I was absolutely delighted with that. I thought, great, because what the problem with PES is that, yes, it was right about making it hard to do hard skill moves, but it should have been easier to do things like feints and step overs. They're very common. So I was presuming that you'd just be able to wiggle the right stick, say, you know, in a circle right or a circle left, and then that would produce feints or produce step overs, but it wasn't really happening. So again, I don't really see how the one-on-one dribbling has changed. The only way I was able to win a ball off a player was by holding down L2 and getting them just to press. No teammate press anymore as well, which is quite frustrating because it's something I did like to use. There are a couple of positives to take. One was the cutscenes. They were good. They were very more immersive, but obviously not gameplay. Also in the gameplay, the fact that they've changed the skip button now from the start button to X or A. much better because it gets on my nerves having to press start all the time. That's good. A couple of other cosmetic features such as announcer before the game, saying the lineups, giving fans notices, etc. That was cool. Nice little touch. Obviously, we've got the menus, which are pretty horrendous. Don't like the colour scheme. Don't like how just terrible they look. The font looks like Calibri. So that's also not great. The fact that I was only able to play 5 minutes is another thing that really annoyed me, and could only pick either regular or superstar difficulty. Basically, this game just shouldn't be out. Why is this out? Why has this been released? You know, you've had 2 years to do this. Fine, I've got no problem with waiting even longer because obviously they're building it from scratch with a new Unreal Engine. That's absolutely fine. What I don't want to see is this. Releasing a product early when it's not ready. This really rattles me. It's tin pot, it's needless. I don't understand this one at all. The strangest thing about this is they're not making any money from this. You know, it's a free-to-play game, free to download, and then they don't have any game modes in it, so there's no microtransactions. So they're not making money from releasing this game right now, having this game out. So what's the point? All you've done is make a lot of fans very angry and just show yourself to be a tin pot company, a really small operation and small-minded. Ultimately, this has just baffled me. I've not enjoyed this experience at all, even though I've only played a few games. And I mean, listen, you guys can try it out for yourselves, but if you want my advice, don't even bother downloading. On that disappointment, I guess we should just end the video there. Don't worry, because I've got lots of content coming from other areas. Lots of FIFA 22 stuff out, recreate real tactics. We've got a realistic Borussia Dortmund career mode going as well. We also have a Roma Master League going on with Jose Mourinho. That has slowed down at the minute, but there is a few episodes out there. And there's a lot of videos recreating real tactics on PES as well, so do go and check them out. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description, affiliate links to all of my gear, and also follow me on Twitter as well as links to Aniva. Go and get some games, codes, etc. and use the code BROMA18 for a discount on all your purchases. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so that you get notifications every time I upload a video. And on that note, we're going to finish it there. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you soon.